Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss about the displacement reaction. Okay, what is a displacement reaction? It is a type of chemical reaction in which a more reactive element generally displaces a less reactive element from its salt solution. Okay, so generally we represent a displacement reaction as A plus BC gives rise to AC plus B, children. Okay, here what is the condition, children? Condition is what? A must be more reactive than B. A must be more reactive than B. Okay, so condition is what? Here you must know A must be more reactive than B. Okay, for example, when we see, okay, very common example is there. Whenever you add iron filings in copper sulfate solution, okay, so we can see the color change, yes or no, from blue to green color. So it is also due to the displacement reaction. Okay, so let's take the example, children. Okay, iron filings react with copper sulfate CuSO4 aqueous solution, yes or no. So it gives you iron sulfate FeSO4 aqueous plus copper. So here this is copper sulfate, CuSO4 is copper sulfate. We should take the solution of copper sulfate. Generally it is which color? It is blue color solution, yes or no. It is a blue color solution. So whenever when you add iron filings to this, so iron is more reactive than copper, so it will displace the copper and we will get a which color solution? We'll get a green color iron sulfate solution. It is a green color. Okay, this is iron sulfate. Okay, being a good student, you should remember the reactivity series, then you can easily identify whether the reactions will happen or not. Okay, so here in the reactivity series, potassium is the most reactive element. Okay, so here I am just on the left hand side, you see potassium. Okay, potassium most reactive, then sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, okay, tin, hydrogen, copper, okay, silver, Ag, gold, Au, and Pt, platinum. So this is the order of reactivity, children. Okay, so you can see top to bottom what happens, reactivity decreases. So you can clearly see iron here only iron is there. Okay, iron is there, iron is there, which is more reactive, which is up in the series, which is more reactive than copper. That's why it will displace the copper from the solution. Is it clear? See, displacement reaction is again two types. One is a single displacement, other is double displacement. What we discussed is what? It is a single displacement. It is a single displacement reaction. Okay, when we talk about double displacement reaction, okay, let's discuss about the double displacement reaction, children. Double displacement reactions. So when we talk about a double displacement reaction, okay, we can define that it is a type of reaction in which mutual exchange of ions take place. Okay, generally what happens in this mutual exchange of ions take place. Okay, here we can represent a double displacement reaction as AB plus CD gives rise to AD plus BC. Here, as a result of double displacement reaction, children, two new substance is formed. Two new substance is formed. Let's take one example. Okay, reaction of barium chloride BaCl2, barium chloride with the sodium sulfate Na2SO4. Okay, so what it gives? It gives barium sulfate BaSO4. Okay, this is a precipitate is formed, white color precipitate is formed, white color precipitate of barium sulfate plus twice of NaCl, aqueous is formed. So BaCl2 is nothing but a barium chloride. This is barium chloride. So whenever barium chloride react with the sodium sulfate solution, so it gives you white color precipitate of barium sulfate plus aqueous NaCl solution is obtained. So you can clearly see barium comes here and sodium comes here. So mutual exchange of ions take place. Okay, as in this reaction a precipitate is formed. What is precipitate? A insoluble solid substance is called as precipitate. So this is also called as precipitation reaction. Okay, this is example of precipitation reaction. So we can define precipitation reaction. It is a type of double displacement reaction in which a solid precipitate is formed. Okay, you can take another example, children. Okay, reaction of lead nitrate PbNO3, okay, with a potassium iodide Ki aqueous solution. Both are solution, children, aqueous solution. Okay, so what will form? Aqueous solution. Here you can see yellow color precipitate of lead iodide is formed. Okay, so here to balance you multiply here by 2, PbI2 is formed. PbI2, it is a yellow PPT of lead iodide is obtained. Along with that potassium nitrate is formed plus 2KNO3 potassium nitrate solution. Okay, another type of double displacement reaction is neutralization reaction. Let's discuss this also. Neutralization reaction, second type of double displacement reaction, that is neutralization reaction. So when we talk about neutralization reaction, it is a type of double displacement reaction in which an acid react with a base to form salt and water. So we can write like this, children. Base react with an acid, it gives salt and water. Salt plus water is formed. So this is neutralization reaction. This we have discussed in acid, base and salts also, children. Yes or no? Let's take one example. Okay, hydrochloric acid. Take one example. Hydrochloric acid HCl. Whenever it react with NaOH, sodium hydroxide, it gives you NaCl salt. NaCl salt is formed. NaCl salt plus H2O is formed. So this is an acid, this is a base, it is a salt and water. So this is a hydrochloric acid. Okay, NaOH is nothing but a sodium hydroxide, which is a base, and NaCl is what? A sodium chloride, and H2 is nothing but water. I hope you understood this displacement reaction. Please like the video, subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Thank you.